It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. He had a solid performance a week ago.
A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty... Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout the ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The Cardinals hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3-and-out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Herbert throw complete there to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Azeez Ojulari, his 2nd sack of the night. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Herbert now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That caught by Tremble. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Herbert. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. Otherwise, falling incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To the air again, Herbert. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Azeez Ojulari able to record his 5th sack of the season. And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's got this downfield to McBride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
On the set.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run.
Right.
Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st and 10, Herbert got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Now for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead is down now. At 11, it's 21-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So we have reached a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here for the first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Now here's another carry for Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. An option handoff given to Harris. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers 16. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 13 yards out. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. They run over center with Mitchell. They'll get this down to the 38. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air. It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble, and he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Running left, here's Mitchell. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Wide open receiver, complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Robinson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Kenny Yeboah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and through. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The football going back over to Arizona now. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. 58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He finds Watson complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Watson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Gets this to his standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Herbert off of play action. Forced out to his left. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Carolina.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. The kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Up the middle they go. Whitfield. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
They have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They run again with Harris. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From the 50, here's Herbert. Screen play, setting it up for Mitchell. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, it's Herbert. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check.
Breaks the tackle. Now we're Allen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Now it's Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Herbert back to the air. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble there to make the grab. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Cards tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. DJ Moore, the Carolina offense, about to take over once again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Herbert on first down now. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's more. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On first down, Justin Herbert. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Herbert. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Let's go, man.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Cards, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they have